You know what time it is. It's time to get jacked up for Jesus. And we're out here whispering because we're doing a little deer hunting today. This little boy over here is out for his first year deer hunting. And we're going to shoot something. And we're so blessed to even be out here and be given the opportunity to deer hunt. This might be the first video I have to edit so that I can get a harvest shot if we see anything. But I just want to shoot this message and let you know that if you have a chance to take your children out to do something they like, and it doesn't have to be hunting, but it could be whatever you need it to be to spend some time together, so to go together and make sure you're bringing them up the right way. And just like I just said, we're letting them know that they're blessed just to have animals like this that we can hunt, and not just for sport but to eat. So I'm hoping we're gonna shoot this video and have a scene that we can cut in and have a harvest shot. If not, I'm making Caden here wash my motorcycle. So that's if he misses one and we don't see a deer, he washes the motorcycle. So stay tuned. So I thought we'd be shooting a harvest shot by now, but thought we'd cut in a little bit here because how long we've been sitting here? How long have we been sitting here for? 2 hours. 2 hours? So we've been sitting here about 2 hours. And while we were sitting here for about 2 hours, I was thinking about in the book of Thessalonians where literally Paul had to write them and let them know that it's on God's time, the second coming of Christ, that they were running around and they believed that at any minute, that Jesus could return. And they're starting to lose faith because they thought, boom, it was just going to happen. And just like when you're out deer hunting, you gotta have faith and wait on that perfect opportunity, and just in God's timing. Maybe today the deer shows up, maybe it doesn't, but we're still out here trying. Just like in the book of Thessalonians, they were just struggling ahead to just keep moving forward as they were being persecuted and as they waited for the second coming. And obviously, if they still stood there waiting, we're still waiting. So for the second coming and for the deer to walk by or come by and get this boy his first deer. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have another shot for you, or some kind of shot. Or guess who's watching a motorcycle? Well, needless to say, we saw no deer. We saw some raccoons and a couple squirrels, but no deer. But it was so nice to be out there with my son. It brought me back to times that I actually said to my son, I shot this buck one time with him, and he threw the binoculars out of the tree when he was just a little guy because he was so excited. And I said, hey, can I throw the binoculars out of the tree? And he's like, what are you talking about? I said, now we'll be even. So we had some good times back there. And that's why I want to shoot this video about spending time with your children. I know in the past I've been so busy, and before I found Christ, I definitely didn't have my family on my mind. And I also wanted to shoot this, and I talked to you about the Thessalonians and waiting for the second coming of Christ, and they're literally looking around and running around at the sky, and they didn't have patience until Paul wrote to them. And hunting's a good example of that, to have the patience. And sometimes the deer comes by, and sometimes they don't, and sometimes you get a shot, sometimes you miss, just like life. And very inspirational up in the tree stand with my son today. I'll still make him polish my bike, I think. No, I'm not going to make him polish my bike. I probably should, but I'm not going to. But yeah, be inspired out there. Take a kid hunting, take a kid skating, take a kid biking, take a kid somewhere, especially your own kids. They're only small for so long, and those times that you can't get back, and that feeling now as a father. My son's old enough to hunt, and it's just a weird, like, surreal feeling just watching him sitting there with a bow and me not having a bow, and he used to watch me and now I'm watching him. That, or we're getting old. So I just wanted to share that with you all out there tonight. God bless, and I love you, and we'll see you next time at Jacked Up for Jesus. Maybe we'll get a deer.